Welcome back, Guardians. This is Cloud of the Deadly Defecators, here to bring you that hot reset hypeness. First, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off at the magical Vestian outpost. As you can see, we're already here.
I see here a lot of raw.
Give me 1 second. My stuff's going nuts here. Alright. As you can see, we're at the lovely Vestian outpost with Petra's Venge ship over my character's left shoulder. First, we're going to go ahead, we're going to do the Variks review of what he's selling this week. So let's check it out. Alright guys, well it looks like Variks is selling the Keldbreaker's Mine, so it's going to be the helmets with a very nice intellect and discipline rolls. Of course, you do realize that the third perk is random. It could be anything from Cabal to Hive or Vex, so it is a crapshoot for which third perk you are going to grab, depending on your characters. Evidently mine is Cabal for my Warlock this time around. And he's also selling the Servant of the Axor, which is a fusion rifle. I'm not a big fan of fusion rifles, but I will tell you this. Out of all the ones that I've seen, it has a very nice perk with the accelerated coils. It kind of reminds me of the Praetorian Foil, just because the impact is so incredibly high and the range is up there as well. The stability is not as much as the foil, but at the same time, I guarantee you, if you put on one of the other sights, it does increase that stability just a smidge, and the reload speed is actually very nice. Having the enhanced battery increases that clip size, accelerated coils reduces that charge time, and then of course you have that amazing speed reload, which is also really nice to have. You know, if you're ever in a tight situation where you need to do a fast reload, it is very nice to have that. So that is what Variks is selling, and of course we always have our Judgment's Chance backed out by, you know, having one weapon and armor core that you can always do a random roll and pull something pretty cool. Alright, well that's what Variks is selling, guys. Let's go check out the Nightfall and Weekly real quick. I hope you guys are having a good reset. I hope some of you guys are pulling something very awesome from Nightfalls. I'm praying that if I grab all my stuff from Variks, because I pulled an Etheric Light again this week from Variks for my package that I received from him, which it is very random that you'll grab those Etheric Lights from Variks, but at the same time, it's an awesome thing to grab. So anytime you go to the Vestian Outpost, check with Variks if he's got the little notification above his head. You never know. He's always giving out materials. Very nice for upgrading. You don't have to spend your marks, either Vanguard or Crucible, for your upgrading supplies, which is nice. And at the same time, you know, randomly you're going to be snagging an Etheric Light. Like, I went and I checked with Variks today, and I pulled an Etheric Light and a Token of Identity, which was very nice. I'm going to get rid of that, though, because I don't really care for the shaders all too much. Now, the juicy goodness that everyone wants to know. Nightfall. Looks like it is the Ocean of Storms. Looks like it is 10x the Scared. So we have Epic, which increases the shields. Nightfall, of course, is going to be there. Arc Burn, which is pretty nice because if you know anything about the Fallen already have a weakness to Arc, just like Vex have a weakness to Void, and the Cabal and the Hive have a weakness to Solar. So throwing Arc Burn on there, I think it's going to increase the damage a smidgen more than what it actually normally is. So Arc Burn, as you know, anytime you play Nightfall with a burn, it increases your damage exponentially. I brought a 300 Credence timepiece into my last Nightfall because I didn't have it upgraded all the way, and I straight up rocked Shanks with it, and I loved it because the rate of fire was just so quick. But we're also looking at Juggler, so be careful of which weapons you're using. You're not going to get those ammo drops back if you keep killing them with the same weapon over and over again. What I recommend is try and rotate your weapons out as much as possible. For those close encounters, bring your shotgun with you. For those little bit more of a long-range engagements, use your primaries. And the boss, well, I always try and save as much heavy ammo for the bigger guys, like the bosses and stuff. But if not, this is where, being that big awesome nerd that you guys are, just like me, you probably still have a bunch of these laying around from Xur. If not, next time you see Xur, make sure you spend some of the coins. Grab a couple of these. 1 coin for 5 heavy ammo synths is not a bad trade-off. Especially if you're going ahead and you're doing the registering at Bungie.net, which if you haven't heard, registering at Bungie.net is randomly gifting you 9 strange coins at the Postmaster right now. So if you haven't, please log into Bungie.net, sign up for that, and make sure you're getting your free coins. You don't even have to do the weekly. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Who wants free coins? I'll take free coins. I have, as you can see, I have almost 300, but at the same time, I'll take more. The more I have, the less I have to grind. And for anyone that knows, Destiny is an extremely grindy game, but it makes it fun. I love the grind. The grind is what makes it awesome, because the grind, at the same time, I've grinded probably 30-some Prison of Elders 28s, and I finally got my first dry rot. I haven't rolled it yet. I don't know which character it's on. It might even be in my vault. But it's something I plan on doing either today or tomorrow. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. As you can see, I have 250 motes of light. I have the weapon parts to do it. I have close to 2,800 weapon parts. I'm going to end up doing some rolling here in a little bit. I have a Revelator that I want to get turned into a baby Hawkmoon. And I want to turn my dry rot into the Xbox versions of the Fourth Horseman, which is very OP. If you guys haven't checked it out, please go check out Professor Broman's video where he goes up to Valhalla Tark on the Arcburn Nightfall and pretty much slays his face off with the Fourth Horseman. Alright, and that's it for the Nightfall, so let's check out the weekly real quick. Alright, well, it's the Ishtar sync again, and it's the Archon Priest, but instead of a Voidburn Moroccan Juggler. So it's still going to have Heroic, so it's still going to have the increased shields. And Juggler, of course, no weapon ammo drops for the equipped primary weapon that you're using at the time. So, or excuse me, not the primary weapon, but for the equipped weapon that you're using at that moment. So, like I said, along with the Nightfall, rotating out your weapons is a great idea. Maybe not rotating your weapons, but rotating what you use to kill enemies is a great idea. On this particular mission, I love to do a lot of heavy ammo at the very beginning because you're going to get a lot of those swarms. And then I build up all my sniper ammo. And then when I move to the next part where it's purely Vex, and you have those hobo goblins sitting there on the left-hand side, I walk all the way along the back rocks. So here they are over here. Sorry. Right? I'm way back in the corner over here. I snipe them out. I move forward. And I usually get at least 1 or 2 heavy engrams out of that. Or not heavy engrams, but heavy drops out of that. And if not, I go ahead and then from this platform where the hobo goblins were standing, I pick off those minotaurs that are yellow barred at that point. And I just slowly progress my way forward. And usually when I use my special, I end up usually getting heavy ammo drops. So that way I'm not wasting a synth just to kill those guys as well. So if you play it smart and you play it safe and you slow roll it like I usually do, you can pretty much wipe everything out, take your time. Don't sprint through because then you're going to end up having to maybe go back to the checkpoint and things like that. And that's no fun for anyone. So play smart, Guardians. Work with your team, slowly progress forward, and make sure you do everything you can to kill everyone. That's what makes it fun. And looks like the daily is going to be the Cosmic Drones Array Station. Now this poor thing has been going on for, I think out of the past 2 weeks, I've seen this about 4 times now. And it's not a completely difficult one to do because at this point, since it is part of the original Destiny, it's only going to be a level 30, which is actually pretty nice. But at the same time, you got to be very, very careful with Light Switch. And if you've done Skolas when he has Light Switch or Nightfalls with Light Switch, one hit, probably going to die. Well, guys, that's it for the Variks review and the Nightfalls. Stay tuned because later on in about an hour and about 10 minutes or so, the Iron Banana comes back, and I can't wait to get on there. If you haven't done Iron Banana ever before, please feel free. Send me a message. I'm right here. I'm more than willing to run some Iron Banner with you guys. I absolutely love the Iron Banner. It is one of my favorite things to do. Why? It's fun. I get groups of people together. We go in, we have a blast, we joke, we laugh, and we just go slaying. And at the same time, some of the weapons that he drops, that you can get randomly dropped through Iron Banner, are awesome. Now keep in mind, you have to be at least level 2 to start getting weapon drops on there. But here's an amazing thing. And I found this out the hard way after my first time playing the Iron Banner. Once you get one character to level 5, it's a lot easier. It's almost like it's like double the XP to get your next characters to level 5. Also, keep in mind, having the cloak, bond, or mark of the Iron Banner, as well as the Million shader or the Gold Spiral shader, increases your benefits that you gain and experience you gain from the Iron Banner, as well as the emblem. Keep that in mind, guys. If you're going to do the Iron Banner grind, make sure you still have your stuff from the last one. If not, you're going to have to repurchase. So at that point in time, play smart. If you get one character up to level 5, buy the cloaks, bonds, patterns, and marks for your other characters, so that way you can increase a lot quicker. And then you can turn around and use your other characters to buy the stuff that you didn't buy for your first character. Play smart, guys. Play smart. Well, that's it for me. And once again, guys, this is Cloud of the Deadly Defecators, bringing you that reset hypeness. I will be back here in about an hour or so when the Iron Banner does go live. So if you need friends, you need people to play with, please feel free. My gamer tag is right up here. I'll go ahead and I will move my handy dandy little video thing for you guys. There it is. That is me. That is the Skibs. Feel free to give me an invite, send me a message, say, hey, are you down for some Iron Banner? Make sure you ask first. I don't like people when randomly hop in my fire teams and things like that. Hopping randomly into my fire team is a good way to get booted out. Even though I did cross over platforms and I am on the Xbox One still right now until my buddy Counter decides that he wants to take his Xbox One back. I'll be there, but at the same time, I do have the max amount of friends on there. I can't add anyone unless I start popping people out. And I have all my 360 friends that are still stored, and they're still going to be on my Xbox One as well. So, don't randomly jump into my fire team. Send me a message and say, hey, you down for some Iron Banana? And I will gladly go, you betcha. And I will send you an invite. I'll add you guys on. I just need to still go through my friends list and kind of weed out the people I haven't played with in a while. It's been a little crazy and hectic around here. I'm sorry if the stream's a little laggy. It's been kind of nasty out today. I'm getting real bad storms, and that does play helter skelter. Even though I have cable internet, and it's still iffy when it gets really nasty out. I mean, it's thunder and it's lightning. I went to the gas station and I almost got hit twice by some yokel in a truck who wasn't paying attention to the road, and he about fishtailed and slapped the front end of my car, which was not so much fun. But yeah, guys, that was the reset hype. Those were the Nightfalls weekly and the daily and the Variks review. Feel free to follow me on YouTube. Check me out on Twitter for more updates as when do I go live. And also, stay well, Guardians. I'll see you.